All right, peace, peace, peace. What up, what up, what up? Hopefully, the Most High, your house, shall is blessing your day, y'all brothers and sisters. You out there showing that love and kindness, to one another, man, by another day, being alive in Him and the Most High, your house, shall. Sorry, we wouldn't by His mercies, we aren't consumed, man. I just want to go into something real quick, man, about real quick. I was looking at the Proverbs 19 earlier, man. This goes to show you how Yahushua comes in the volume of the book. Not only things he fulfilled, things that things that he taught, things that he did, his life, yeah, he really comes in the volume of the book, man. You had to read it. Like, shout out to brother Aka War again, man. Because you got to read it really in Yahushua's perspective, man, like the book, man, because honestly, it's about him. Because I was reading this because on a basic level, right? Because you know what, it is even just in life. Now I'm just really, let me hit this in Proverbs 3 and 6, man. Because you know what, shout out to brother Assembly of the Firstborn, man, because he even said this too. That's why Proverbs 3 and 6 says, acknowledge him in all your ways, man. Honestly, because you're supposed to see. For me personally, man, I'm starting to see the Most High Yahushua, the Word, and that, and then this walk in every aspect of my life, man. Honestly, man, because something that could happen. I could be a conversation or past experience, things that's going on currently. Conversations that I have with people. A movie, a song, or a TV show. Watching a sports game, reading other books, reading even historical books, things on history, or I might be watching documentaries, science, or just any other aspects or any other thing that I'm doing. It's just all supposed to see the Most High Yahushua in it is something spiritual, and not that I'm an aspect of I'm trying to go too deep and for things and not mastering the basics on things, or not just going off the basics and trying to get too deep, because a lot of times you try to get too deep with things, but a lot of times this I think of what Yahushua said in John 6:63, man. My words are spirit, man. Things is a spiritual, man. Watch and listen to things with spiritual eyes and ears, man, because that's just is what it is. Man, I got sneeze. Damn. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, man. So that's just is what it is, but yeah, man, because I was going to the volume of a book, because on a natural sense, I was looking at Proverbs 19, because today's 19th. I was at Proverbs 19, now, and I was just thinking about this. I was like, wait, man, it ties into what Yahushua even said, though, man. Let me hit this Proverbs 26 real quick. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So yeah, exactly, man. Like 2nd Ezra 16 said, he's your God. Exactly. I think the brother, son, I think I was talking to one of the brothers even in Discord app and the YouTube. I'm not sure, but you just remember that the Most High Yahushua, they're your guide, man, through life, man. Honestly, because they are life. Seriously, man. Like May said, honestly, in the on his podcast on It Is What It Is, man. He said, listen, man, a lot of people, there's a void missing in their life. They got the money, they got the jobs, they got careers, they got this and that. But he said, listen, it's God. It's the Most High, and that's the fact, man. This comes from some mates that was, that had, hey, even though he's still in that lifestyle, but he had the experience of making a lot of money, and with Bad Boy in late '90s during their height, things of that nature, man. That's why even that aside, that's what Solomon said. Shout out to brother, I think Aram said it from the Believers of the Way, man. It's coming from what did Solomon say in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, man. Because this Solomon, he did it all. The richest man that ever walked the face of the earth, man. I know certain ones of our people, especially our brothers in Kemet. I know a brother that was into years ago that's into Mansa Musa, or they might pick up some certain Hamitic or Egyptian African kings, or some other people, things of that nature. But no, Solomon, because his riches came from the Lord, not only physical, but of course we know Yahushua is the most wisest man to ever walk the face of the earth. But second wisest man to ever walk the earth is Solomon. But even his what you call him, even his physical riches, man. He was the richest man to ever walk the earth, man. Honestly. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. Not the Rockefellers, not Rothschilds, not Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, or whoever person you name, not um, you know, no, not Mansa Musa, not you name it. No, man, because even I was reading Sirach the other day. It said, listen, he was known from he was known from the islands, things in different parts, man. You know what? Like Solomon came to his city, man. They shut it down, man. Everything happened, man. But he done pretty much. I'm saying he done it all, man. Y'all think these celebrities, entertainers, politicians, or athletes, whoever they doing it big? No, man. Solomon. He did it bigger than anybody, honestly. But what did he say at the end of the day? He said, "Listen, just keep the Most High's commandments, man. That's really it, yeah, man. And that's the key to life, man. Keeping the faith of Most High in your house, and the law, statutes, commandments." And he said that's the whole duty of man. Honestly. So I was gonna go get that, and I was actually gonna go get that, and in the Sirach, but I ain't gonna get it. It's all good. But yeah, man, I was pretty much, man. But let me just get back to the point, though, man. Because, actually, speaking of riches, that's a perfect segue of what I'm going to go into, man. Because actually, on a basic level, looking at this, that's why, a lot of times, Yahushua said, listen, my words are spirit. Because looking at this, it's like, okay, like, this is true about our people, too. Because, even pretty much, the usual, in the world, man, when you don't have no money, things of that nature, nobody wants to be around you, things of that nature. It's hard for people even have loved ones around them, especially because our people a lot of times oh yeah, oh man, you don't got no money, man. So what good are you to me, man? Honestly, but now that's a different spirit of somebody's just constantly trying to that's a balanced thing with that, man, because it's just not it's just somebody it's more a point of somebody being down in luck, or just no, that's not actually let me take that back, because that's what Ecclesiastes says, don't despise not a poor man's wisdom, or there's a poor man saved the city and nobody ever knew, man. But because a lot of times I was actually a brother on Assembly of Firstborn even said this, and I said this all the time. I think it made a video about a while back, man. Because I'll be a millionaire. I'm sure your brothers and sisters will be a millionaire if you how many times you heard our people saying, how many times you heard Jake saying, "Oh, he got money though. He got money though." It's just what does that mean? You could still be a clown with money, or you could still be not upright, a dishonorable person with money. That doesn't mean anything. But anyway. But yeah, I'm just going into this, man, because even Sirach says it. Actually, no, let me grab this in Sirach real quick, because on a basic level, this is what it's talking about. But let me grab this as well, because I think that's where's that in Sirach? I want it, but if I can't find it, I just can't find it. But yeah. Okay, this is it. Yeah, this is it. I think this is more it, but yeah, this lines up with that. This pretty much lines up with that. Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. It says again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. Yeah. But in thy prosperity, he'll be as thyself. He'll be bold over thy servant. So yeah, man, pretty much, yeah, it's kind of like that, man. Like I was me and my homie was watching. It's gonna be like, cause Jake, man, is just in people in general, no matter what nation you are. This is kind of a principle of that too. But cause we was watching Lottery Ticket, man. It's just that gets like that, man. Once you cause Noah shall say they'll be bold as over your servants. They'll be as thyself. Cause man, in the movie, man, once Bow Wow's character, I forgot his name, Calvin, I think that's the name. He hit the lottery, man. Everybody was around him. Everybody wasn't cause meanwhile, just before that, there was the whole, and if y'all seen the movie, they was calling him a snitch. But after that, after his mom ran his mouth and told me he won the lottery, the whole neighborhood was giving him respect. Everybody would try to cleave onto him and be attached to him, saying, that, oh, remember me, remember this, remember that. Oh, remember when I did this for you when you was in 5th grade? It's like, nigga, no, I don't. But now you just bringing that up now. So y'all know how that goes. But that's how that is, though, man. But that's what this Proverbs 19:7 is saying on a kind of on a natural level, man. But on a spiritual level, it's saying something else, which I'm going to get into later. But I'm going to read this in the Good News and in the and in the regular version. I hit the regular version later. It says, all Proverbs chapter 19, verse 7. It says, all the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends are far from him? Saying the same thing like we said in Sirach, like we read in Sirach, same thing, are far from him, go far from him. And he pursued them with words, yet they are wanting to him. So yeah, let me read this again. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, 19 verse 7. It says, all the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? But he pursueth them with words, yet they are wanting to him. So yeah, man, I'm reading this in the Good News translation. Proverbs chapter 19, in verse 7. It says, even the relatives of a poor person had no use for him. No wonder he has no friends. No matter how hard he tries, he cannot win any. And you know what? Let's think about this on a spiritual level, right? Let's think about it, right? Because on a spiritual level, because on a spiritual level, that's going into, like I just said, but what, like on a spiritual level, like this goes into what Yahushua taught. Because let's go into this, man. Because what? No, let's just go into it, right? I'm just gonna go into Revelation real quick. Because you're poor, and you're poor, but you're rich in faith, pretty much. That's really what it is too. Because it's all gonna tie into together, Lord willing. Hopefully y'all see that. But yeah, let's go Revelation 2 and 9 real quick. And this is another story for another day. What Revelation 2 and 9, 3, 9 talking about. But I touched on that in the past. Shout out to brother Kwame Call Mashah and other brothers too, like and brother Assembly of Firstborn, because it's the word is like Hebrews says, like I thought Hebrews 4 and 12. I think Hebrews 4 and 12. Man, it's a word. It's a double-edged sword, man. It cuts this way and it cuts that way, man. Because it's talking about those fake Jews over there now, the Amalek, or the Caucasian dude. That's what Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 is talking about. Like because if we monetize it now, like if you're looking at it that way, yeah, it's talking about them to a degree, but it's actually talking about it's actually talking about like it's actually more aligned up with like Romans 9 and 6. Now all Israel is Israel, and even John 16 and 2, and or things of that nature. Like even those that say they are but are not. So or like or like 2 Corinthians, or like Jude says certain brethren crept in unawares. That's what that actually is going into in this actual context. But that's another story for another day. I meant to touch on it, but if I don't, it's all good. But let's get it. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And he said, notice I'll say in poverty, but thou art rich. Rich in what? Rich in faith. And I know the blasphemy that say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is. So it said, but let's hit this in James 2 and 5, because it's all gonna. Let's hit this in James 2 and 5. James 2 and 5, it says, hearken, O my beloved brethren, not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world, but rich in faith, the poor of this world and rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he had promised to them that love him. So yeah, so he says, notice how it said the poor, I have no idea what, anyway, the poor of this world, but rich in faith. So yeah, exactly, man. So you're poor, but you're rich in faith. But it says the relatives had no need of him. What doesn't that tie into? Let's go to Matthew 10. No, that's not what I want. I think that's let's go to hold on real quick. I think I might have wrote down the wrong precept for it, but it's hold on, y'all. I know I wrote down the Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 10 verse 18, and beware, and ye shall be brought to governors and kings for my name's sake, and for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So yeah, but that's not what I want though. I want your brother and sister shall betray you, man. So that's why he said what he said in that, man. I'm gonna get this on the iPad though. On the iPad flow. I'm kidding. Right. Let me stop playing. I don't know why I just did that. I'm sorry, y'all. That just sounded better in my head. Certain things, like, certain things keep to yourself, man. Certain things keep to yourself. Like the scriptures say, open not thine heart to every man. No certain things, or a word that come to thee, let it die with thee, man. Certain things, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I'm playing with y'all. But yeah, I'm getting to my iPad because I can't remember top of my head. But yeah, shower trick, yeah, because I know it's gonna mess up the flow with it, but just remember, have Proverbs 19:7 in your minds, man, because it says the because it kind of ties into what I'm saying, but flies together shall betray. That's not what it is. Hopefully you got what I want. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, let's get this to Mark. That's what I wanted. Yeah, Mark chapter 13. This is what I want because I'm about to read again. My bad for the pause, y'all. Uh, uh, Mark chapter 13, verse 12. It says, no, before we get to that, let me read this again just to have it in your minds. Because Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 7. It says, even the relatives of a poor person, remember the poor of this world, but rich in faith, have no use for him. And no wonder he has no friends. No matter how hard he tries, he cannot win any. It says he that wins souls are wise, man. But you trying to win them, to the word. But honestly, the best way is like shout out to brother Semi Firstborn, and also too is your walk, how you live. Honestly, I was talking about that with my brother a few days ago, man. It's honestly, no, I might, Lord's will, I might just make that the next video, but it is what it is. Yeah, I might just do that, Lord's will, because I be having a lot I want to talk to y'all about, but I got a lot going on. But yeah, man. But it says, listen, they had no use for him. Yeah, the poor. Not only talking about you not having money. That's what's talking about there. But you're poor, like but rich in faith, man. The poor man, but you're rich in faith, honestly, man. But they don't really gonna. But it's all tying to what Yahushua prophesied here. If you're looking at it on the spiritual sense, Mark chapter 13, verse 12, it says, now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father and the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and ye shall be and shall cause them to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So yeah, look at that, man. So it says, listen, man, during that time of persecution, like for the word, things of that nature, when it comes to that, man. Listen, man, that's why Yahushua even said what he said in Matthew 10, man, and that's why Psalms 27 says, listen, even my father and mother forsake me. The Most High Yahushua is always going to be there as long as I'm faithful unto them, man. Exactly. So that's just is what it is, man. That's why that Romans 8 is key. Like, no, let nothing separate you from this, man. It's not saying that you don't love your loved ones. Of course, still love your loved ones, in the word mostly, and outside the word too, in the word, outside the word, man. But God realized that, Lord, when that time comes, like, yeah, it shouldn't shock you, man, because I'm, and this is too. This is how I know this is true. This is how I know he gave game too, because we kind of even seen a glimpse of that with the whole pandemic with the COVID thing, man. That was people without the word, man, because certain people and now that I'm looking back at it now, like as a more mature, me personally, I wouldn't get it, but in the word, there's really nothing that there. For real, honestly, there's nothing that in the word that goes really Oh, that's another thing too. But me personally, I didn't get it. But that's neither here nor there. But most of the time, though, a lot of our I know not a lot of our brothers and sisters I talk to personally in the word, like as myself as well, didn't get it because this godly principle is just like, no, I'm not doing that. But too outside the word, like shoot, family, you got people that still haven't talked to each other to this day, fell out over that and betrayed, like not betrayed one another, but probably that too. But just fell out over that, just the whole pandemic and the whole COVID-19 things, and they drove to the vaccine, pretty much per se. So how much more when persecution comes in the word, like you and we already know during times of Maccabees what happened, and all this stuff is gonna happen again, and things that nature, man. So, but that all ties into what Yahushua said, man. So that's why it's like, shoot, I even saw glimpses. Even me personally, I saw glimpses of that, man. So when I read this, it all pops in my mind. It's like, all right, like. That's why it says, like, it's a balance act, man, because that's why it's always a balance to this side. To be around your loved ones, man, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, scripture says, forsake not, old friends, or forsake not your own peoples, man. Love your people. I always said, love your peoples inside the word, outside the word, but you got to realize there's a balance to it. There's going to come a point in time, like, all right, now you do kind of got to, like, detach a little bit, because, all right, then that's why your house, I said, what, or let the dead bury the dead, and then let the dead bury the dead. No, it's not talking about because I actually had missed a loved one's funeral because I misunderstood that scripture. It's not talking about that, but it's just talking about, like, listen, they not own what we own pretty much right now. You not own they not own what we own right now. You gotta leave that behind. So that's just is what it is. Because when it's time, it's like, all right, cool, like it is what it is. The Most High in your house, they'll bless you with a new family. Because what did he say? He said what? Them right there, they that do the will of my father, that's my brother, that's my sister. Like, I got somebody now, like, shoot, I call her, I got somebody now, like, that I call her auntie, man. She's in the word, things of that nature, that, but yeah, but shoot, that's why in Genesis, the beginning, what did it call Abraham call Lot, or Lot call Abraham, or I think Abraham called Lot. They call him his brother. That was a precursor to what Yahweh even said. And now Abraham, that was Lot's uncle. But it lines up with what Yahweh said. Listen, he that does the will of my father, that's my brother, man. So and there's nothing wrong with, shoot, I love my people in the word, outside the word, or even my people just in general, man. That's I just do. But yeah, man. But you know what? That ties into that Philemon, which I want to go into real quick. That's gonna let's get that Philemon here real quick, because I was reading this the other day, but it ties into all praise to Most High. I was gonna do this as a separate video, but I'll just touch on it now, because I was just talking about this with one of my brothers, man, in the word, man. But you know what? Because you supposed to rock with people in the word, outside the word, man. Because it's certain principles. That's why it is certain principles, certain things that you should do it. It's good. You're supposed to have insight in the word, even outside the word. Like, that's what makes the word so great, man. Because this is just like I think shout out to Masharathi, brother Judah Mac Masharathi. Like, he even said this one time in the class on the video. He said, man, like, even if you don't believe, honestly, this is just good advice. Like honestly, like, that's why I would say, honestly. I mean, people gonna believe what they want to believe, not gonna hearken to the word. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. No, it is something wrong with that. I mean, I'm saying that it just is what it is. That's what I meant to say. It is what it is. It's why, hey, that's why Romans 3:3 says. So it says 2 Corinthians 15:4 says, hey, listen, all faithfulness, all unfaithful, let them die in their unfaithfulness. What they don't believe, what this doesn't make the word true, but like But yeah, man, even if like you don't, isn't it just good advice? Because it is, honestly. Because most of the time, people like the stuff like the people get in the world, knowledge people get from the world and principles, it comes from the word, man. Honestly, you can go in the word, and like I mentioned the other day in the Five Deadly Venoms video, but because this little sidebar, because that's why I was gonna go touch on this a little bit, but I'll touch on it now because that's why that law of 2 or 3 witnesses is just it's just so key, man, because cause just on a self-examination, just examining yourself, man, that's just good to have. Like, cause when multiple, I'm sure y'all, of course, we all heard this growing up or have seen this happen. Like, when multiple people are telling you something about yourself, and like they don't even know each other to something like that, or they know each other or not, and they seeing the same thing. It's just like, okay, you might want to you got to reevaluate or reevaluate that, man. You got to self-examine. You got to examine your ways. Like, okay, this person saying this person saying that, this person saying that, and multiple people saying something. That still happens to me to this day. It's like, okay, cool. I actually got to look at that, man, because this person saying that this person. It could be sometimes, of course, most of the time it's more of a self-examination way to improve, but on the outside time and the other side, it could be a positive thing. It's like, okay, there's credence to that. So that Proverbs 27:2 kicks in, but yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man, because like it can't be all of them. Like, but it's always like if you're the common denominator or something, it's like then you got self-examine. I still got to do that to this day with a lot of things, but I said to say because a little story, just a little sidebar, a little story. Yeah, man, because I was eating one day breakfast like the other day last week, and and the brother he was like, I was waiting for a bus. I was sitting down on the bench, and I was eating my breakfast, man. And the brother had the dog, pretty much per se, and the dog was kind of walking close to me. I was kind of looking at him. I was like, but he kind of had that nonchalant look, like he was just like he said to the dog like get back. I wasn't too upset about it. I was just like, all right, but he had this like nonchalant look, like okay, he was like he wasn't going to do anything. So I was kind of like looking at him, not like in a contentious type of way, or like I was ready to argue, ready to say something, ready to snap, or I was just kind of looking like, hey, bro, you gonna do that? Then another Jake walked up. Another bro was like, damn, he even said to himself. He looked at me, said to himself, and he said, listen, he said, damn, bro, you not gonna do nothing? He said, damn, bro, like you don't even care. I was like, and I looked at him, I was like, yeah, man, I thought I was the only one that saw that. I mean, I thought other people saw it as well, but I was like, gee, he's the one that said something. Then I went over, I was doing something else, and I said something to him, but he was kind of laughing about it. But I told him, listen, I wasn't even mad at that brother, the elder brother that did that. I was just like, more of all right, bro, it's just like kind of like that, and that's another thing too, because. That's why you had to have that Proverbs 19 even 11 says, listen, let stuff slide, let a transgression go, let certain things slide, because things don't be that serious, man. It's like because a lot of times if that happened, some not saying to boast of myself or anything of that nature, but if that, I'm sure y'all brothers and sisters that anybody that has not just like me per se, not saying me, but anybody that has a temperament like that, that's really good, because there's other people that don't have temperament like that. Somebody would have raised the fire. That man, the brother could have lost his life. Somebody could have they probably could have got an argument and stuff like that. Oh man, you see me eating, you're not gonna get your dog, and somebody could have just shot him, or he could have shot that person. Somebody could have lost their life by that, man. But that's why that Proverbs 15:1 is so key. But yeah, man, everything's not that serious, man. You just gotta let things slide. Learn how to let things slide, man. But that's all pretty much to say. And what popped up in my mind when that situation happened is like 2 or 3 witnesses, man. Like when certain not only going to like judgment, because that's what that law is about. When somebody sins, or you see a sin, pretty much Leviticus 5:1 saying 2 or 3 witness or other, it says in the law, that. But that's also too, honestly, when people constantly when constantly other people say in the word and outside the word, man. Because shout out to this brother, he said this, and I keep this in mind too. Where people in the word, outside the word, man. When somebody says something about you, you might want to reevaluate it. No matter what the spirit, and too, because no matter what the spirit is behind it, because you have certain people, they just had that because they're either jealous or damn near sometimes you envious of you, or they just like to upbraid people to make themselves big, big themselves up, because there's certain people like that. They like to just constantly correct people just to make themselves look good. Not in the fact that they want to Galatians 6:1 restore you, want you, it's for your betterment. No, they just want to make themselves like the Pharisee and the publican party. Like I'm holy, I'm just not like this person. I'm just like this. Got people like that. In the word. There's a couple scriptures that talk about that, but no matter what the spirit is, just evaluate that. I mean, think about it and examine it. No matter what spirit behind it is, that's just me speaking as a man. What, take heed to that. And now if there's something like, hey, listen, if there's something like, hey, listen, I see where you're coming from. You can justify it in the word, or things of that nature. Then okay, I see where you're coming from. But this and this. But you might just always want to. What's it? I think it's in Job. It says a wise man feareth in everything, but it is what it is on that. I kind of got way off topic, but yeah, man, that just is what it is too. But let me get this marker real quick, man. But let me just hit this Proverbs and read this again, man, because I was supposed to get that fill of mine, but I went too deep into it. But Proverbs chapter 19 verse 7, it says Even the relatives of the poor person have no use for him. No wonder he has no friends. No matter how hard he tries, he cannot win any. So, yeah, man, exactly, man. So, yeah, so and that's just is what it is, man. So it says the poor person. We know what we just read Revelation and James, like the poor but rich in faith, like that's why I just thought of this one when I was reading that earlier. What Yahushua said, because your relatives, man, during that time when that kind of time comes, Lord's willing, if you're alive for it or not, or whatever happens, man, that's what's gonna happen, man. Your loved ones, just like no. Let me hit this a second edge real quick, man. That's how it's gonna be, man. And during the height of Jacob's trouble, man. Because, that's why it's good to, we got had walk in the spirit, stay in the spirit, had the word in us during that time, man. But, because it's going to be like childhood friends that's good, that's going to fight like enemies, man. It's like, people that grew up in sandboxes, people that grew up going to, in kindergarten, man, preschool, and diapers that grew up with each other, man. Family, loved ones, it's not blood related or extended family. It's going to be like that, man, especially, and how much more persecution that's people in the word, but, yeah, man, let me get the second address real quick. Let me get that, where is that? I want that. What is it? Yeah, second address. Okay. 6:24. It says, yes, it's 6:24. It says, at that time, friends shall fight one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear, and those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still. In 3 hours, they shall not run. So yeah, man, it says friends shall fight like enemies, man, like loved ones. That's why it says the persecution of the gospel of the word. Things that have nature. That's why Yahusha said that. That's why Proverbs on a spiritual level says what it says, man. Even the poor had no relatives that had no need of them, man. It's poor, and but you're rich in faith, man, and you're you're peculiar in that sense, man. Is that you're strange, like Wisdom of Solomon 2 goes into, man. But yeah, man, that's just is on a spiritual level, man. That's just like how I saw it, man. Like how I was on my mind, man. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Being poor but rich in faith, man. But that's being despised for his name's sake, man. That's a point, because you know what it is too. Like I said, like in Ezekiel, he said, "Listen, I died for." He died. One, he did die for us. Okay, of course, he did die for Israel, but he did die for the people, the just and the unjust. But also, he did it because we profaned his name for his name's sake, because who he is. So just for his name's sake, this to be attached to his name. Ain't that the ain't that the honor, man? Just be attached to his namesake. Just be attached to. That's why, that's why I even touch on the whole aspect of don't get that perfect example. Like all ties in full circle. That's why going into make that video the other week about because it happens on natural, because it all comes from spiritual level to the natural level about don't get a woman that's jealous of you, man, because that's like you being jealous of the Most High your house, man. There's a lot of people that are, shoot. Honestly, it is a lot of people that is, man. It's just like one, that wants to compete with man. This be attached, just to be attached to their name, just be attached to that, isn't that because honestly, man, it's a lot of shout out to brother Simba Firstborn too, man, because he's mentioned this. I think I forgot what video I mentioned the other day, man. Cause a lot of women, they a lot of women, honestly, I actually seen this in life. They want to keep their original last name. They want to keep their father's last name. It's like, yo, you might as well just be married to your father, man. Honestly, man, don't be you don't want my name. You don't want to be attached to my name. That's like you not want to be attached to the name of the Lord. Shoot, and when I say that in the father sense aspect, I'm being spiritual. That's at John 8:44. Ye are your father the devil. So honestly, I'm saying that on the spiritual sense, man, because you don't want to be attached to that. Don't get a woman that's jealous of you. Even sometimes, even if they keep their name, they still want to be what you call honestly still jealous of their husband, man. Because honestly, I think Tori Hart kept my hearts, like I mentioned her. Actually, she kept the name, but it was really to benefit her. She's using the name because that's why I mentioned that video, man. Because mentioning that video, man, like okay, you're not gonna sit up and you know, you don't have a woman sit up in your house when you doing all the work and you doing everything, but but she just doing what she want to do, but and just benefiting off of you. But she's doing what she want to do. She has got a job or making her own money, but and not even bringing it back to you and not even benefit to your household. Okay, I'm a dwell here, but I'm just gonna dwell here and just benefit off of you, just like that. That's why that's why we got went into captivity so many times, and we're in the state that we're in, man. Because we're benefiting off the Most High, Yahushua, and our forefathers righteous, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob's righteous. But we want to do what we want to do. No, the Most High Yahushua ain't time right down low. You gonna have to get out, man. And but I'm saying that to say because she used the last name, but but she was jealous of him, man. She saying I wrote most of those jokes here and there, but because I'm from Philly, I know people that knew Kevin, some people that knew Kevin personally. I could just tell like you never even wrote some of those jokes, man. You were just jealous, like and you're in competition with that, and that's the problem. Actually, bro, I was talking about that last night, man. And shout out to Bird Chronicles of Judah, man, because that's what it is too. Because I was actually thinking about this earlier when I had to handle something, man. Most women are being raised to compete with men rather than to compliment men. But that's on the spiritual aspect as well, because most people they're being taught with the Aleister Crowley do without will to be their own God, trying to compete. Well, one, you can't compete with the Most High Yahushua, be your own God rather than to serve him, man. No, man, we're the help me. You're the help me. It's not about you. Shoot, like I say all the time, Israel, like we play a big role, man, but the book is about him, man. Like this is why I'm doing this video, because the volume of the book is about him, man. Honestly, we play a big role, major role in it, but it's about the Most High Yahushua, man. But it's just all that, it's all a reflection, it's all a domino effect of that, man, and we seeing that, man. So hopefully that makes sense, man. But yeah, man, that's the volume of the book being poor. The relatives having no need of the poor, but you're rich in faith, man. Honestly, man. And let's pray, to the Most High Yahushua and increase our faith, man. Honestly, man. Like he did in Mark, and since I'm in Mark, I'm thinking about that Mark 29 and 22, man. If y'all brothers and sisters struggling to pray about something, I think I was talking about this brother. They pray for that, man, because I certainly do, honestly. But even though I'm not supposed to go into that's personal what we pray about. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.